Hi everyone, this is Jamie from Jerusalem, and I wanted to talk a little bit today about Shavuot. Now, across Jerusalem, my son just came in from school. He was telling me the preparations are in full swing. There are tents on each side of the road, on all the major arteries leading to the old city. And tonight at around 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, the streets are jammed, completely jammed. 100,000, 150,000 people will be at the Kotel in order to greet the sun as it rises tomorrow morning, and to do the Shavuot morning prayers. And that's a tradition in the Jewish people since 1967, when we were allowed back into the old city. But the truth is, for hundreds and hundreds of years, has been a tradition among the Jews to stay up all night of Shavuot. And to learn Torah, to listen to classes, to have a delicious Yom Tov meal, to spend time with the family. And I wanted just to try and explain, what is the Simcha? This is the Zman Matan Torateinu, as we say. This is the time of the giving of the Torah. We celebrate that. That's the festival. So what's the celebration? Here's an introduction. So, the Jewish people and the world before the giving of the Torah was very different to the Jewish people and the world after the giving of the Torah. Our commentaries explain, our traditions, our culture explain that we don't work with the idea that mankind really figured out how to live so nicely on its own. And then the truth is, if you just look around the world, you see that it's not necessarily the case that left to their own devices, mankind just figures stuff out in such a beautiful and amazing way. And the impact of the monotheistic religions, the big three, all of which, of course, got their fundamental principles from Judaism, which, of course, received its fundamental start on Shavuot with the giving of the Torah. All three have been spreading certain fundamental principles, and those fundamental principles form the basis of what we consider to be basic, normal human morality today. Don't kill, don't steal, don't covet, have good character, don't oppress people. If you have power, be moral and be, yashar, as they say in Hebrew, straight. Don't oppress the widows, look after the orphans, civil law, law courts, all the different ones. And those principles came into the world at this time. And as a result, we've been able to build civil society based on that from there on. The nature of the human being is to ignore the things that form the basis of their reality and only focus indeed on the areas that they're involved in. How do I know? Well, I have teenage children. So, they very much appreciate that they have a home to live in. They very much appreciate that there's money for them to spend. They very much appreciate that there's food. They very much appreciate that there's clothes. Absolute, very much appreciate. Well, they don't really think about it that much. And the truth is, all of those things provide them with the stage to go live their lives. And it's their lives that they're involved in, not the recognition or the appreciation or even the awareness of the things that make that life possible. But Jewish philosophy is always trying to build us into bigger people, and big people are aware of the details. Big people appreciate the whole picture. That's why we like consultants and we like wisdom, we like wise people. They can see the whole picture. The whole picture is the world wouldn't look the way that it looks today if we had not received the Ten Commandments at Sinai. The world would not look like it looks today if we didn't realize that you're not supposed to kill and that you're not supposed to steal, if we didn't have societies based on these ideas. So across the Jewish world, tonight, we express appreciation for that basis, for that background, for those fundamental atmospheric building blocks in the creation of a civil society. And we stay up all night because we want to show our appreciation. Just like, I guess, when someone comes back into your life that you really missed and that you really feel is important, you put time into it, you spend special time with it. So Jews across the world stay up all night. And I encourage you to do the same. Somewhere near you there'll be a synagogue, there'll be some kind of learning program. Go and you'll learn a little bit, you'll hear some classes. They may not even be good classes, it doesn't matter. Just Shavuot is the time when we celebrate the fact that we were given basic morality from which to build, and we appreciate the impact that has, and are thankful, I guess, for not having had to manage without that. And that's a big simcha. It really is a very amazing thing. So take the time to appreciate the essentials in your life, the fundamentals in your life, with a specific focus on the philosophical and moral principles that give you the ability to live your life without paying too much attention to them.